Alrighty, Guten Tag und Willkommen. This is Wolf Jäger back for another episode. Let's get into it. Dead End? Mind Palace! Sherlock is afraid of water. Oh, like that's kind of sad. Maybe he's just secretly a cat.
There is nothing in this world that cannot be explained with logic and reason. Nothing in this world.
Holmes?
Hmm?
You seem troubled.
I am not troubled, Watson. I am preoccupied.
That place was awful. Inhumane. It would be natural to experience some feelings of shock or fear.
Men reduced to gibbering imbeciles, numb beyond recognition, powerless to help themselves. When a doctor does go wrong, they are the first of criminals. They have the nerve and they have the knowledge.
That woman did not deserve the title. Such casual cruelty for such selfish aims.
I knew another man like that once. He treated my mother, perhaps even killed her, depending on who you ask.
My sincere condolences.
In the end, she was just a shadow of herself. The outline of the person I recognized, but lacking all else. She was pushed until she cracked. Should you see me cracking, John, I must ask you to intervene.
Nothing compels us to pursue this matter further, Sherlock. We can return to London, report what we have discovered. Let more capable hands take over.
Alas, there are no such hands. Were we to abandon our quest now, I fear no other would succeed in our stead.
We know nothing of what awaits, what dangers lurk in the darkness.
Nonsense. We draw nearer to New Orleans with every passing minute, and thus closer to the answers we seek. Those answers, for all their perversity and improbability, will, nevertheless, be the work of men. And that is a work I have studied well.
So be it.
I know you to be a diligent author, but if I may make one request. Kindly omit my mother and her suffering from your tale.
Of course.
Thank you, John.
Deep. Chapter 4. The Outsider. And we're not going to skip it, of course, because we actually want context.
Ah, Holmes. After our trip to nippy Switzerland, I can certainly use some of this New World eat.
Do not get carried away, Watson. What we could certainly use are answers to my questions.
I know, but you look exhausted. Why didn't we find the hotel first?
We shall rest when our investigation is over, and not a moment sooner. I shall ask you to handle our bags while I search for the bank.
As you wish. Oi! Stop it, you! Our luggage! Good Lord, what have you done? That's my stuff.
I'm sorry, mister. It was an accident. It's fine, it's fine. I'll just put everything back. Where are the socks?
Ah, not an auspicious start, is it? Never mind. I'll handle it. You go on ahead.
Okay, that was kind of funny. Can't change clothes here.
Very good. Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't believe it.
Popper! Doggo.
Black opals being auctioned at the banking house of E.W. Gray. Black opals being auctioned at the banking house of E.W. Gray.
Where you at, gentlemen? Here to enjoy yourselves?
Buzzards. Well, they're not buzzards. Gulls. Alright, let's see what we got. Who's the jewelry seller? That's all we got for now.
Are you able to help me?
You're a good sort. I'll help you. Listen closely.
The bank can be found on the street to the port of the left.
Do you know anything about this?
Can't say I've ever heard about that.
Is this familiar to you?
I'm very sorry, sir, but I can't help you.
May I ask for your assistance?
No, I've not heard about that. Sorry.
Is this familiar to you?
Doesn't remind me of anything. Someone else might help you better, sir.
Help me, please.
I'm sorry, but I've never heard of that.
Well, that's sad. Sunsao 32, that's in Chinatown.
More people missing here, too. Black opals being auctioned at the banking house of E.W. Gray. Our ship leaves tomorrow morning. No room for sightseeing then.
Alright, do we have anything good? Missing persons? Nope. Pianos, organ, pawn shops. The worst part is, I'm actually, well, I'm not from New Orleans, but I am from Georgia, which is, I find kind of entertaining that everything always happens down here in the South. Union Station.
Yeah.
Could you help me?
No, I not heard about that. Sorry.
Is this familiar to you?
No, first I've heard of it.
Alright. Wait a minute, I have a map. Why am I doing this the hard way? Make it found on the street on the street up from the port, the left side of the Harbor Master's building. Nothing in there. We're doing. Oh, Chinatown. Can't go in there.
Do you know anything about this?
Sorry, mister, I can't help you. Ask someone else.
May I ask for your assistance?
Don't remind me of anything. Someone else might help you better, sir.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
No, first I've heard of it.
Yeah.
May I ask you something?
I know a lot, but not this.
Fair enough.
Are you able to help me?
Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know.
In it, yeah.
Katze. Katze.
Yes, any not very happy with them. Oh.
Kitty Gator Bar. Gator Bar? Ah, that sounds sick. What might be the Gator Bar? A lot of cats around here.
Help me, please.
What makes you think I can be of any help?
I might be lost. I don't know why, but that gave me an odd remembrance of the horse my sister used to ride. That horse loved booze. Put beer anywhere near that horse and it would drink the whole bottle.
Could you help me?
Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I might as well go back to our original search.
Oh, yeah, well.
So, find the harbor master. Train station. Warehouse. That looks like a harbor master.
Yeah, what is on that?
Do I have any location where the harbor master might be? That didn't work. I'm actually that way. Oh. So, harbor master. What's the other clue? Can be found up the street from the port on the left side of the harbor master's building opposite Chinatown. So, Chinatown's here, and that must be the bank. Wait. No, over here. Alright, let's go. If I go southern, I am sorry. I hear a southern accent too long, I revert back to when I lived in Georgia. Those were interesting days. I miss it, but not too much. I do miss the storms, because the storms were something else. Oh.
Mr. Frank Barnaby, right? Auction's about to start.
Edison. Okay. Hidden tabloid paper. Lincoln alive. Sandwich. Critical thinker. The guard at the bank is a real character. Story sandwich in his pocket saves time. While reading Abe Lincoln Alive makes him a critical thinker who questions everything, even the truth. Result in constant reading. Guard of the bank is a real character. Storing a sandwich in his pocket while reading Abe Lincoln, making the guard a paranoid fool. Bad taste.
In the flesh. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Well, hold up. Written invitation first.
Can I present another piece of identification?
Nope. That's why we send the invitation. Move along, mister. Ain't nothing
Holmes,
here for you.
over here. Any luck?
None. They're holding an auction, invitation only. The good news is, I know who might have one. We need to find Mr. Barnaby.
Who?
Frank Barnaby, most likely a local.
And do you think Mr. Barnaby will be happy to share his invitation?
Let us first find him, then we can see if he is the generous type.
Barnaby. Alright. Wait, so how am I supposed to find him? Investigation.
May I ask for your assistance?
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
Local says he owns a shop in Chinatown. Okay. Oh, we were just there.
How marvelous, Holmes. A city within a city.
Indeed, those lanterns are delightful. It is as though we have been transported to the Orient itself. Locked. No one's here. Locked. No one's here.
His shop is closed.
Are you able to help me?
Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know.
Rather unassuming for a jewelry store.
Damn. He at it again. Barnaby still owes you. If he can't pay in greenbacks, he'll pay in blood.
Excuse me, just one question.
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
Two gentlemen say that Barnaby owes them money. He is known alcoholic and currently getting drunk at the local bar called the Giddy Gator. He's been recognized by a yellow hat. We saw him a minute ago, I believe. Yeah, we saw him a little while ago. Let's go get him.
This place. There's a Spartan charm, does it not?
It does. My soul will always yearn for London's gloom, but it reminds me of Cordona in a nice way. May I ask you something?
What makes you think I can be of any help?
He can be recognized by a yellow hat, green jacket. Okay, I'm thinking of someone else.
Barnaby, unconscious but with his eyes open.
Invite you to participate in the auction. Please contact the employees to receive more information. We strongly urge you to wear the cleanest suit you have and be sober.
Look, Watson. The two of you are just alike.
Oh, great. So I look like a haggard alcoholic.
Yes.
Eureka! What have you got?
An idea. First, we'll
America,
need Mr.
Holmes.
Barnaby's clothes.
I never thought I should be so lucky. Holmes.
Oh,
Watson, time is of the essence.
oh this is.
You will go to the bank, not
good.
as yourself, but as Frank Barnaby.
Holmes, we look nothing alike.
The hat and coat will do the heavy lifting. Just stay cool, play the part, and no one will notice the difference. Trust me.
Holmes, must we really indulge in this farce?
It worked in Switzerland, didn't it? You look
Sure,
great, Watson.
if you
The guy
redefine the
has
word
myopia,
worked.
you'll walk right through.
Alright, we need to avoid Chinatown because we owe them guys money. Let's go to Chinatown. We don't owe them that much. We owe them money, don't we? I don't know how much we owe, but guess what?
Where's the money, Barnaby?
I'll wait here so as not to arouse suspicion.
Mr. Barnaby.
Right you are. Shop owner.
Right. Your invitation, sir?
Here you go.
You okay, sir? Seem to have the jumps.
I'm in a rush.
Come on in.
That was easy.
Heavens, I never seen gems so big.
I simply
They're so
must
black,
have
it's
them.
like they absorb light. Rather hypnotic. Is this familiar to you?
I'm so sorry. I can't be of help.
Do you know anything about this?
You better ask someone else about that.
Might as well ask the clerk.
Sorry, I'm just dealing with another client's request. Please wait a moment.
Black opal. Yeah, wait, rare stone.
Do you know anything about this?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This might be useful. I'll make a note.
Plaque of, okay. Wait, do I have enough to do any, brain stuff? I need one more brain. I do not. The bank is closed auction. However, the bank clerk has confirmation of the authority of each stone.
Morning, sir, and welcome to the E.W. Gray Banking House. The auction will begin shortly. Name's Zoe Clemens, and I'd be delighted to help you.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Clemens. I am Frank Barnaby. I do have some questions, if you don't mind. These gems are rather curious. What can you tell me about them?
These rare beauties are black opals, all the way from Coober Pedy, South Australia. When they catch the light, the dark stone becomes a brilliant rainbow. It's something special.
Forgive my curiosity, but who was the previous owner?
Sir, I ain't at liberty to disclose them details.
It doesn't say where these stones came from. No provenance, no previous owner. I'm starting to suspect they were illegally procured.
What? We would never. I can assure you these gems were bought from one of New Orleans' most upstanding citizens, a philanthropist no less. If you would like to know more, I could get my manager.
You old dog, Barnaby. Didn't think you'd sober up for the auction. An hour ago, you were 3 sheets to the wind.
Oh, you know, I hold my liquor better than most. And the auction was an important business opportunity.
An important business opportunity. Ha! What have you done with the real Barnaby?
Well, maybe I'm drunker than I thought, mister.
Mister? What's wrong, Frank? You're looking pale. Don't you recognize your old pal, Grub?
I think we owe him money. Oversized. Golden Revolver Champion. Uh-oh, Sheriff. Cares about its appearance. Gray shoot. Sheriff, New Orleans, fairly confident looking. However, he's just covering his true nature. High power individual, local community who. Toothless dog. However, he is just some cod.
Sorry, Sheriff, but I don't have time for this.
Now, Frank, when I'm talking to you, everything else waits. If I want to talk, you talk. If I say jump, you say off which pier. Do we understand each other?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, while I have you, there's the matter of your outstanding fines. I've been more than reasonable, but I'm afraid the bills come due.
Fines? Right. I'm afraid I don't have anything on me.
That's funny. Ain't you at the auction? I weren't born yesterday, Frank. Now, assault, battery, disorderly conduct, that's serious stuff. You got off easy, but if you don't pay up, things get a whole lot worse.
Look, Sheriff, I'm not actually...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Think careful now, 'cause Frank Barnaby only owes us cash. But fraud, impersonation, that's weasel behavior. And you know what we do to weasels round these parts. Feed 'em to the gators. So, Frank, what's it gonna be?
Here's all I have.
Mighty fine of you. The people of this parish deserve peace. They don't take kindly to visitors. Don't miss that boat tomorrow morning, Doctor.
Oh, he knows. Wait, how does he know? Sheriff, banking house.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm so sorry. I can't be of help.
Can I ask you a question?
I have no idea what you're
Have him
talking
go back to the
about.
boat and change her to avoid.
I told you, Holmes. I told you it was a bad plan. Now we're penniless and wanted criminals.
Hysteria gets us nowhere, Watson. Tell me what happened.
The sheriff saw right through me. He knew who I was from the start. Extorted me for every coin I had.
Bah, all that matters is what you learned about the gems.
I shan't discuss it while still wearing that blighter's clothes. I'm going back to the boat to get changed.
We're gonna get jumped on the way. Sherlock, come with us? Okay, good. Checking for hostiles. Yeah, we've been playing Stalker. It's been going pretty good.
A pox on the crew. A pox on the crew.
No, no! Was that your luggage again? I don't understand. We just got it back in order. It was like the luggage had legs of its own. Oh, Mr. Pratchett will have my head.
Oh, bollocks, now our clothes are in the bloomin' water.
It was like the luggage had legs of its own. Oh, Mr. Pratchett will have my head.
I ain't sure what you did to the sheriff, but it must have been something real hairy to have him chuck your luggage off the pier.
With respect, miss, have we met before?
If you were the real Frank Barnaby, yeah, we would have. But where are my manners? I'm Lucy. And you are?
John, I didn't mean to be rude. I've just had a difficult day, miss.
Well, it's barely noon. And you've already made an enemy in Sheriff Grubb. The man starves his gators just in case someone crosses him. John who?
Watson.
Well, Johnny, if you plan on sticking around, you better change that suit, or Frank's reputation will catch up with you. And then you'll be a John Doe.
Alas, I think one of those gators is currently devouring my spare clothes.
You've got yourself in a fine pickle. All right, come on board the Nymph of Louisiana, and I'll sort you something to wear.
The nymph? Is that what it sounds like? Why are you helping me?
Well, let's just say you ain't the only one who's had run-ins with the sheriff. Way I see it, this city deserves better. Now quit your stalling and head on over to the Nymph. I'll be in room 6.
This Mr. Barnaby is proving rather useful. Perhaps you're not so different after all.
One more word, Holmes, and I'll hand you over to the sheriff.
Sorry, was that John talking or Frank?
Oh, go annoy
Sherlock
someone
speaking.
else while I visit the nymph.
Let's see, do we have anything bad? Oh, though we confirmed it with the plaque. Okay, that's good. The bank is connected. Nope.
Always a pleasure to see you regular, Mr. Barnaby. Welcome home.
What?
Perhaps you'd like someone new today, Frank. How about Miss Trixie or Joni?
I hope I don't have to.
Well, look at you. All dressed up with nowhere to go.
I can't thank you enough. As I was saying, our journey has hardly gone to plan. We seem no closer to finding our missing people than when we left.
Well, if there were anything to know, Champagne'll know it. She's across everything in New Orleans. Look for her in the fisherman's village behind the Creole Quarter.
Thank you again, Lucy. I shall make my way there now.
Good luck, Johnny. Keep out of trouble.
Lucy, Champagne does everything. Got it.
Frank, darling, I'm
Oh,
flattered,
forgive
but
me,
you know
Watson.
I'm out of
The difference is plain as day. What a remarkable transformation from Barnaby.
If we're critiquing wardrobes, Holmes, maybe you can explain why you used to roll just one sleeve up. Did you get bored halfway through?
May I ask for your assistance?
It isn't possible for me to help you. I'm sorry.
May I ask you something?
I've heard about that. Let me tell you.
People have said that Champagne lives in the fisherman's quarters on the hut. She owns 2 dogs. I think we know where that is. Fast travel.
Yes, I have.
Where's my cash, Frank? In the bartender's tip jar?
Look for 2 dogs. Not the chicken. Or the pig. Apache wanted for baking and selling pies of human meat.
Look, Watson. What have we here? A local crime star.
A star? You have a strange way with words. Frankly, we have more pressing matters.
I'm not going after these troublemakers, but the posters will add nicely to my collection of criminal profiles. I read a study that suggests facial features can determine a person's tendency towards cruelty or deviant behavior.
Well, you can't stop progress.
poster, Jennifer.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Don't remind me of anything. Someone else might help you better, sir.
Wanted poster. So, in the quarters.
I'm gonna die. Gonna die.
New case, the other dogs.
Could you help me?
No, I not heard about that. Sorry.
Are you all right, sir?
It'll come again. I will die.
What happened?
The lower of death came to me last night. I know it will come again.
Let's start from the beginning. My name is Sherlock Holmes. Could you describe last night's events for me?
I'm Cole Seabrook. It was Maman Brigitte. She came to me in the shape of a giant black rooster. Before that, some hit the wall outside. Then she came in. She took my will and she led me to the water.
Perhaps you were dreaming?
I wish I was. The Great Gator was there. It called me and I couldn't resist, but then the spell broke and I managed to crawl ashore.
Interesting.
I know how it sounds to an outsider, but it was the lower of death and it ain't finished with me.
You mentioned a lower. What is that exactly?
You outsiders only know one God. But there are many and we call them lowers. And Maman Brigitte is one of them. She is the lower of death and life. She heals the righteous and punishes the guilty.
Did you feel anything apart from fear last night?
Yeah. The signs of Maman's presence, no doubt about it. Everything became blurry, and my mouth was dry, and the light became very bright.
That is something. He dropped a cup here. It smells sweet. This one is almost odorless. Interesting. I will take it just in case.
I would love to learn more about these.
Cold ground herbs here.
The properties of some herbs are truly amazing, Holmes.
And some
Mixed equal proportion, goldenrod, strawberry leaves.
Are extremely dangerous. Supper leftovers. It's not a simple tea. A herbal concoction, rather.
Black tea seems not to be very popular here.
Some cheap and strong brew. Some chewing tobacco leaves. With William in Shreveport, 1879. Are you a good fisherman, Cole?
I wouldn't say so, sir.
At least the weather is on our side. We have a feathered friend in the case. The poor bird crashed against Cole's house. The damage is recent. We have a feathered friend in the case.
Hopefully we won't stumble upon the sheriff.
A feather. Not black, however.
Did you really expect to find the feather of rock here?
Sir?
Your boat is wrecked. What happened?
Well, I stumbled over a cypress root.
You'd need some force to cause that damage.
Yeah, and to be really down on your luck.
I must ask you, did you have a drink last night?
No, sir, I didn't take a sip. It all happened before I went to bed, and I only drink to fall asleep. That's just how it is lately.
There are too many imprints here. It's hard to say where he did or didn't go.
Unsteady, unsteady.
More boot prints here.
Validate.
Cole was having dinner. He was alone. The herbal decoction started to affect him. He became dizzy and dropped the cup. Hallucinations and stimulation brought him outside. He could have drowned if not for the sobering effects of the cold water.
Sir?
Cole, I am sure that you were alone last night. The Lowers were not with you.
Well, what else could you say?
I didn't say that I disbelieve you. I'm wondering about this recipe.
It's just herbal tea. I went to Mr. Samdi and he gave me the recipe to help calm my heart.
Is he a doctor?
He is a voodooist. It was risky, but all I wanted was some sleep.
Where can I find him?
On the side of the church at one of the entrances to the Fisherman's Quarter. Look for a Veve sign, but watch what you say. He has the power of voodoo.
I'll be careful.
I know one thing, you don't mess with voodoo. Never mess with voodoo. Voodoo will mess you up.
Tocqueville? Lafayette! Hush now. No offense, Sheriff. Them two don't take kindly to gents. Especially foreigners. How can champagne help you? Trip to the bayou? Feeding a huge crocodile?
Some other time, perhaps. Word has it, you know everything that goes on round these parts.
Maybe. Maybe not. What you want to know?
The bank in town recently purchased a valuable collection of gemstones from a wealthy man. What do you know of it?
Sure. I hear everything. This time I tell you for free. Next time, you pay.
Thank you.
May have been 1, 2 weeks ago. Rich man's butler sold him some black opals.
And this rich man is?
Don't know his name, only that he from the French Quarter. Folk back in town could take you there. That's all I know. You need a boat? I hire him out for dollars. Or a bottle of you-know-what.
Thank you for the offer and the help.
The voodooist. Let's go deal with the traitor. Oh, was that Watson? That is Watson. I was like, wait a minute, who was that? Dear Mr. Holmes, I knew that you heard about voodoo and you would be immediately skeptical. This world is not what it seems. I find it strange that your journey you are still in disbelief. I'm sorry that I won't be there for you to come to me. I would like to open your eyes. I presume you want to ask me about the recipe you found at Cole's house. Knowing of his tragedy, I told him to brew an infusion from these herbs. The effects that would infuse the cells and mollification. If you don't believe me, read this book. There are answers you seek. May spirits be with you, Mr. Holmes. Sadim. After you find what you are seeking, please return the tome. Some books are bad things if they fall into the wrong hands. A thick book filled with nose hairs. Voodooist. Yo, flower. Wait. So alright, let's take a look. Point in the leaves, narrow into the flower, small numerous brackets less than an inch in diameter. spongy green, 2.5 inches in diameter. Sour odor green. It's green. Green trifold leaves. Okay. Whoops, wrong button. Smell sour. Trifold. 2.5. Strawberry leaves are effectively improved. Tea leaves. Heart and blood pressure. Several large white flowers, 4 to 6 tall, trumpet shaped. White. Jimson weed, also known as devil's snares. Oh, devil's snares. I actually know about these.
Perhaps when this is over, we can try the Louisiana cuisine.
That's alright.
Do you know anything about this?
I'm bone-tied, but yeah, I'll help you.
The locals seem to respect Sadine despite him being a little strange. He helps people with their health.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I've heard about that. Let me tell you.
Gold's neighbor saw him that night when he left the house. They thought he was drunk.
Excuse me, just one question.
No, I not heard about that. Sorry.
Sir?
Cole, where are these herbs from?
I bought them from Zora. Her stall is at the market near the port.
I know where she is. Stall in the market.
Yeah, I bet Zora will kill her. Did you see how she rushed there? Fearsome woman. Yeah, I'm afraid for them Chinese and for anyone who messes with her.
Strawberry leaves. Tobacco leaves.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I'm bone-tied, but yeah, I'll help you.
Sarah at Chinatown Market, she wanted to start a fight with some herbal merchants, or it is known for her. Okay.
Yeah, I did. And it was,
Are these herbs fresh? And you dare call my product?
Excuse me, are you Zora?
Substandard. I am. What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have several questions, if you don't mind. You are selling herbs, is that right?
Do you want to buy something?
Not really. I wanted to ask if you have the herbs from this list.
Goldenrod, jasmine, strawberry. These are very common. I do sell them same as any other herb merchant.
I came here because Cole Seabrook mentioned you. Do you know him?
Unfortunately, yeah. He's my late husband's brother.
What about Jameson?
Have you heard of Jimson weed?
A poisonous plant, but it can help ease the pain if you know how to use it. Some believe you can use it to create a zombie, a will-less slave.
Is that what you wanted for Cole? Or did you sell it accidentally?
Did Cole get what he deserved? The Loas heard my prayers.
So you admit it was on purpose?
I admit there's a higher power maintaining order and justice in this world, and Cole got what he deserved. I'm happy that it happened, but that doesn't mean I'm to blame.
Can I ask what caused such hatred?
The sheriff confiscated all our weapons, and then the disappearance began. William wanted one rifle, just one, to protect us. Cole was too eager to help, and as a result, my Will got a bullet in his chest.
How did Cole explain what took place?
He just walked away as if nothing happened. Cole is the reason I lost my husband, and he should pay for it.
Don't you want to know what really happened?
For me, it's clear. An innocent man would tell everything. Only the guilty remain silent.
Cole's tragedy. Oh, shite, wrong button, okay.
Sir?
I've learned about your tragedy, Cole. My condolences.
Zora told you, didn't she?
Can you tell me what happened and why you feel guilty?
My brother died. I'm alive, and William is not. That's why.
Did you see who shot him?
It was the bloody sheriff. I swear I saw him smiling.
Tell me, what was the plan?
William had to get into the warehouse through the eastern gate, the one not far from the market on the edge of the railroad. I hid behind the barrels. I was on the lookout.
So what went wrong?
William went in, then came back with a rifle. I saw him jump off the crate, and then bang! He was lying there dead.
What happened next?
My heart stopped. I froze. Then the sheriff yelled, "See if there are more rats." And I woke up. I ran away. I had just one task, and I failed it. And for my mistake, the lower of death will come for me.
Near eastern gate of the warehouse near the market at the corner. Warehouse. Western.
The warehouse eastern gate. According to Cole, it all started somewhere near the barrels.
Tobacco.
Chewed tobacco. That's the spot.
I hid behind the barrels. I was on the lookout.
Too bad the horse can't give us answers.
An oily handprint. The substance has solidified. I assume that this is cosmoline with which the gun was lubricated.
William went in, then came back with a rifle.
William was shot here.
I saw him jump off the crane and then bang! He was lying there dead.
The bullet went through him, and based on its velocity and mass, I would say the shooter was no more than 35 or 40 feet away. The sheriff stood here. Cole had no chance to spot him approaching.
It's a terrible choice of position, and it cost his brother his life.
Then the sheriff yelled, "See if there are more rats!" And I woke up.
And what did Cole do?
My heart stopped. I froze.
Cole sought safety in flight.
Now I see why Cole thinks he deserved it. He simply left his brother behind.
He did not have much of an option.
Sad. I think Zora would like to know about this.
The crazy one is gone. Look for her somewhere else.
Dang it. Just missed her. Wait, no. The crazy one is gone.
What do you want?
I know you are angry at Cole, but you must know that he is not guilty of your husband's death. I was at the warehouse and I saw it all myself. The sheriff shot William and Cole couldn't prevent it, not even at the cost of his life.
Why did Cole survive then? And how did he return unwounded?
He had no chance of stopping the sheriff, but he found himself unnoticed. All he could do was run or die.
That jackal sheriff. Perhaps you're right. I didn't want to kill Cole. It's just too painful to know that he's still around while my Will's dead.
You can mourn with Cole. Forgive him if you can.
I'll need some time for that.
Let Cole know.
Sir?
I have good news. No lowers are coming for you. You were poisoned.
What?
Zora sold you Jimson weed instead of jasmine. That was the cause of your hallucination. She wanted revenge.
It doesn't change anything. Look, the lowers were guiding her. I deserved it.
I went to the warehouse and I know what happened. You are not guilty of William's death. You had no chance of stopping the sheriff. Your only choice was to run or die.
That was my purpose as a brother. But I failed William. I'm a coward. I ruined 2 lives in one evening, including Zora's.
I spoke with Zora and she forgives you. Now is the time to forgive yourself.
Thank you, sir. I'll try.
Alright, wanted posters. Where is that? I'm cold. Alright, we can find this. So exactly is the mission? Do I just have to go find everything? Getting 10 of them will be quite enough to prove Sherlock's. Okay, so it's a fetch quest. We'll dedicate a few minutes to this.
May I ask you something?
No, I not heard about that. Sorry.
It's quite hot here, isn't it, Holmes?
See like 20 oranges. Oh, there are any one posters. Okay.
I can't believe.
Round two. Got another one. Necromancy, kidnapping, and attempted murder. Here's number 4. Salt with chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Tax fraud via necromancy. That's a new one. You guys remember that one? You commit tax fraud with necromancy. I want to know how that one works. You claim like a zombie as a dependent. For piracy. Okay. 1, so we're on 7. That dude has a big bladder. Maybe I know what place we haven't checked. Might as well. Shit, there's no clues. That way. I'm sorry, mate. Well, I guess we should just... The French quarters. Alright, we have to look for the French flag. Now, if it's an embassy, there should be a flag. And if I remember correctly, station. Police department. I'm sorry, ma'am. Sir.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm bone tired. But yeah,
Oh.
I'll help you.
Passenger suggests a cab near the harbor master. Ah, of course it's a cab. And I see it there. Ah, can't come back. Oh, hey. Impaler. Ah.
Got a spot in mind.
French Quarter, and get us there fast.
Complete chapter 4. Alrighty. Which means... Wait, are we in chapter 5?
You know, Watson, the opulent mansions and stifling heat remind me of my time in the Mediterranean.
Cordona does sound rather magical. Do you think you shall ever return?
Oh, the American look. Huh.
I don't know. That place was home to some of my greatest memories and some of my lowest moments.
One second, I'm gonna look something up quickly just to check. Sherlock Holmes, The Awaken. Because I feel like we just finished it. Okay, so this is the last part. Gotcha, gotcha. Alright, so I need to go find someone to talk to. Unless it gets too late, then I might just have to call it.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I'm bone tired. But yeah, I'll help you.
The local says large or dorm. Large gate dorm loss. Your card's fine, mate. Large but no flowers. Small. Large, no flowers.
May I ask you something?
Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know.
Large and has flowers.
Excuse me, miss. Are you all right? What is your name?
Eula, sir.
Waiting for someone, Eula?
Yes, sir. My brother Davy. He works for Mr. Arneson in that mansion yonder. Been 5 days now since I last heard from him.
Come now, why all the tears?
Something happened to Davy. I feel it in my bones.
Do you think he may have left the premises?
No, sir. Davy, he ain't like you and me. He's smart in some ways, but he can't talk. Not a word. He's pure and kind.
Fear not. We will look for your brother. One presumes this gate is locked. Is there any other way inside?
There's another entrance through the stables you could try. That's where I meet Davy normally, but I couldn't get in. See, I couldn't find the key. It wasn't in its usual spot. Please hurry, sir. Find him for me.
Alright, so that'll be it for this chapter. So thank you everyone for watching. This has been Wolf Yeager. So, please like and subscribe. Signing off. Oops. This has been Wolf Yeager signing off.